It's that time again. It's that time again. Time for Tricolour. Lovestory, y'all. I don't know. I don't remember where I am. I don't remember where I am. I don't. I think I'm here. I'm here. Rick, am I here? Am I here? Oh my God. Oh, gee, Rick. Oh, gee. Oh, gee, Rick. Where am I? Am I here? Here. I think I'm here. Let's get it. What are we doing? What are we doing with our lives? How y'all doing? How y'all living? How we living? Let's get it. Let's indulge. We up in here. Really? She didn't come in for class? Yeah, neither for the following 2 days. What the hell? Why? I don't know the reason. I only knew it was till Thursday, exactly the day for district exams. Why do you always just have half the information? There was always something that others didn't want to tell me. It wasn't my fault. I got that haircut way back in... Wait. Zachary, you saw my other streams. I got the haircut back in... Shit, when did I get the haircut? Monday. I got it Monday. Yeah, I got the haircut Monday. It was on Tuesday and Wednesday. Wait, today's Wednesday. Yeah. So, yeah, and I showed it off this morning, too. And it was on Tuesday in the Witch of the Holy Night stream. Anyway, let's keep going. Hey, say something. Don't draw it only like a fool. Shit. Don't kick my stool. The line was slanting. Distracted. Although it wasn't so serious like Daisy said, it was impossible for me to have no sense of loss. After all, the big stacks of drawings in my bag were all painstaking effort for a whole day, even though it wasn't so heavy to carry, and I just want her to feel my endeavor with no regrets. I believe she'll feel it. So, I was too hopeful to forget the truth that the higher you climb, the harder you'll fall. By the way, Daisy, you said you finished lots of drawings yesterday. I really admired you. Don't bother sucking up. No flattery, I really admire you. As for the speed, nobody can beat you. That was because they didn't need to draw in this way. As for speed, Violet was definitely much faster than me. How about I be your teacher today? I was really as good as Violet when it came for the theory. Whatever you want. It was quite common for Daisy to come to me after school. Why this guy also came together. That mobile phone manager let you leave. Salary cut or you've been fired because of poor performance. Well, as you agreed, let me see your drawing firstly. Oh, come on, don't disturb me. I might find Mr. Chu directly for a review as well. He's so much more cruel than I am. Oh, by the way, Mr. Chu won't be here recently. What? He also? Nothing strange. It's cultural class for the first half of the week. It's common, right? Common? You will take the district exams on Thursday. Isn't it necessary for him to come to your class for encouragement? Encouragement? It won't be counted into this performance for the exam. What's the point for this encouragement? Probably. You're right. Daisy looked at me and I can only shrug the shoulders. So Ash, what's your plan? Plan? She won't come, so the special training was over? You have to be on your own? Maybe there's no better way. It would be better if I could do you a little favor. Therefore, whether we need me as your teacher, as for the theory... Shut up! Well. But what? But your drawings, they really scare me. Lucian changed his face from changed the face and spread of the drawing slowly on one side of the table. What's wrong with his drawings? I can only say it's really Ash. What? Can't you say it directly? And simple, it's your drawings at first glance. Nobody in our class can draw this with distinctive characteristics. What do you mean? Too much terrible? Don't mess it up. You always imagine the worst firstly. It was quite different between the distinctive and the terrible. At least it was true for most of the context. Do you still remember the word I told you before the National Day? It's okay if you've forgotten, because you did it. That's the reason why I admired you. You referred to what? There are several similarities for this stack of drawings, such as the confirmed linings and bold coloring. Although it was quite simple, the manner was powerful, and the emotion has been expressed clearly. The aspect that Mr. Chu couldn't know. Oh, flashback to season 1, I guess. Did you know the aspect that Mr. Chu couldn't know? No. Have you ever trusted our evaluations on your drawing? What's the meaning? It means. Have an idea? Maybe. Have an idea? This guy was good at drawing the things in the mind. You also could know it from his styles of his posters. The sense of design, image, freedom, unrestrained. This was the evaluation of his drawings from the very beginning. So... It was my first time to be praised by others. My heart started to beat heavily as never before. Besides, I never had an idea that I had this ability. It's quite amazing. Did it quite common for all you guys to take the drawing? That's not true. There's a guy beside you like that. Really? Of course, I tried it before, but I gave it up finally. Theo have no imagination, right? Violet. Hey, let's go, Navy! That's that 20-month Strizzy! Let's go! Yeah, she was the other one. A typical practitioner of realism. What's the meaning of realism? I even had no idea of it. How can I put it into practice? Wasn't it quite easy to distinguish her drawings? Just like a photo, each trait and position were definitely right. Yeah, I saw it before. It was really wonderful. It was so delicate, like a famous drawing in a gallery. So, Violet really was a talented artist. It was too easy for her to rank number 1 in our class, and even in the whole country. As for her this age, Violet could also be a unique legend. To the point, the point is, her paintings were really good, but we couldn't know what she wanted to express. Oh, what? Taking an example from Ash's sketch. Who was this guy? Let me see. It's me! Anything wrong? Oh, I thought it was a boy in the class. Get to the point! Okay. Well, keep it down. What Lucian's talked was quite important for my exam. Although it was just a common sitting posture, the connotation of this posture had been expressed completely. And you even added your own idea. My own? idea? I saw the doubt in her from her eyes, combined with her movements of supporting back in the chair. I even knew what she was thinking about. Such as where to go, what to eat later, what TV program to watch. Tomorrow will be sunny or rainy. Really? Like you said. Didn't you guess blindly? Didn't you guess blindly? I never thought of these at all when I was drawing it. Moreover, wasn't it the drawing we finished at noon yesterday? At the time, I also have asked you, what do you want to eat for lunch? It seems that I said I didn't want to eat and you could eat as you will. As your will. It was guessed by Lucian? Yes. Look at this one. The copy of Plaster Figure, right? It was a Marcelli's on page 22 of the textbook. I remembered it clearly. Wait, it can be considered at the worst. It can be considered as the worst one. Although the idea had been expressed, but the detail was out of shape, seriously. I just wanted to leave it behind this morning. Let alone the issue of the shape, as the expression has been displayed. You've displayed his expression very solemn, sorrow, sad, and helpless. It's quite accurate. Really? Although Rude wanted to express a great soldier firm belief from freedom, though this relief, needless to say this. What? Wait, why the idea of this work expressed seemed on the contrary of my misunderstanding. And for her drawing, I didn't see it so easily. Or, in other words, it was hard to guess what she really wanted to express. I thought Mr. Chu said that their task was flaming pile of shit. Yeah, it was, but to be fair to me, Violet's paintings are nothing but some meticulously structured piles of shit. Wow. Eh? I shuddered suddenly as the cold sweat also wet my backbone. Recalling her blank expression when drawing it, there was really a great difference compared with her common behavior. The artist's like a camera. As for this kind of claim, it was really true now. Anyhow, you might understand what I was talking about. Your skill set, the first one I noticed of it, is so rare these days. To put it in a more simple way, more people lack imagination. You don't. Imagination? In other words, expression or conception, combination, whatever you thought. That was quite amazing. If you can know the advantages, it'll be quite easier to deal with the district exams, right? Really? I burst with joy as Lucian had mentioned. When I realized it, I just felt burning hot on the face. Unexpectedly, I never thought I could have this advantage. After all, I'm just a bad crane in as far as the eye can see. I even think I have nothing special. But now, I was approved by others. Not only Violet and Daisy, but also Lucian. This unfamiliar outsider. Yeah, it must be right. Come on, ranking top 10 is absolutely no problem. It's an advantage that even Violet doesn't have. Maybe you can also... Yeah, I can do it. It should be no problem. I can stay here. I will prove it to them. This is the way I choose. Hey, why are you so happy? Yes? I didn't finish. What? It seemed like he had prepared a pail of cold water, that some kind of smile appeared again on Lucian's face. What do you mean? Even though your characteristics were amazing and valuable, as for your current difficulty, the effect is limited. Limited? Huh? Sober up. Think about our situation as well. What kind of exam will we take? Exactly, as you have mentioned. The exam is used for checking the techniques instead of how to express emotion. Do you remember the points of sketch, structure, detail depict, type of quasi? It's true, indeed. Leaving out drawing techniques is for your ability. It's useless in this level of the district exam, let alone in the national exam. So, this is at the point you need to consider and care about. Oh. But isn't his ability, is it valuable? How could a photo like Deadhead is more meaningful than an emotion Dirty Head? The technique of expressing emotion isn't important as form as modeling. They can be considered both in an art area. Violet and this guy's drawings are totally different. Each single one of them will not have an aesthetic feeling. Unfortunately, the exam in our country, below the secondary school, is completely designed for technique. It's hard to explain. Simply speaking, techniques are easy to be examined. But that camera-like techniques. It may be sad to say it, but we students are pursuing is the camera-like techniques. Drawing in his brain is totally two different things between he and others. Two different things. Well, that means she and I are completely different, right? So, even though I admire your talent, but this rare talent is invisible for Mr. Chu. Unfortunately, it might not be much help for your district exam. Probably just for the technique. Yeah, the sketch that I saw had only likeness and spirits instead of shapes, and the distortion is too serious. If it's Violet, she'll also focus on it. Yeah, she will. She always liked to pick up the wrong positions in my drawing, because in her view, there was only the right place in her drawings. So all of your advantages won't help you get the point. So, what should I do? That was really crap. Although it was true, and the truth was so correct without a doubt. As it can't help the district exams, what's the meaning for this ability? But, well, in spite of this, I really hope it's not entirely right. There was also still a loophole. It seemed that I had touched it. The power poured out from the hole suddenly. Oh? What? How could it be worthless? Daisy, you still remember the attitude we should take to the exams? Without any regrets. Yeah. It'll be satisfying for me without any regrets. I'd rather use my best tactics to face the exam than rely on uncertain techniques with an extreme anxiousness. As for the other thing, I'll just wait till the battle's over. So even if I lose it, I have the certainty convinced already. I have sincerely convinced already. But, I have no choice. Otherwise, it'll be meaningless for my previous endeavors and stakes. Yeah, don't forget it. It's his anime moment! Let's fucking go! That was requested by your parents, right? And you'll do what they have requested, right? It'll be hard to separate with you all. And I don't want to be controlled by them. I really desire to pursue my own color. Cherish the present without any regret. That's what I should do. Thanks, Lucian. I finally understand what you said before the National Day. Yeah, Violet and I have probably known how to answer you. Although there was still many things that I didn't know, but the thought was a little clearer than before. Hey. It was really the first time for me to see you in this expression. What do you mean? Don't touch my hair. It's hard to make up. In fact, the one who gave me such the ability was this little girl right in front of me. Rome wasn't built in a day. I knew it from the start. My own drawings. Yeah, but in that case, you'll... Never mind. But isn't the most concern for you right now? If greater ranking is lower than they expected, they'll... So, it really doesn't matter. What? Even lose? That was okay for me. We tried. We three all had tried our best. But after the district exam, everything will get better. I don't know why I have such a feeling of it. It'll get better, no matter for win or lose. I told you don't touch my hair! Hey! Well, nothing to be said, Lucian. Well. I'm the monitor. Transfer student is also our classmate. When he has difficulty, we should take care of him. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing your own style of drawings. No problem. Foreign aid? Bye-bye. Lucian put his hands in his pocket and turned away with an artificial smile. Oh, I forgot. What? I didn't intend to tell you this as I came here from the working place, but let me think for a moment. Can't you tell us easily? Besides, you always get used to pouring cold water on us. Forget it. I can't remember. I'll tell you when I recall it. Huh? You got... That guy was really annoying. After it, everything will get better. Never mind. Who knows how big a stakes another girl's paid, and at what cost? I kind of got an idea what Violet did already. Give me a second, guys. I had a quick text. Go for it, Ash. Even if I wasn't there, you can also make it, as she accompanied you. It's Wednesday, y'all. The day before the day before. It's the day before, bruh. The day before the district exam arc. Yo, the district exam arc is wild, bro. These are the files for our just finished class meeting. Take a look and make a good preparation. It was Miss Ding that let me give you especially. Thanks. I also want to see. Nothing important. Why are you also here? Won't you skip class like him? Of course not. I stayed here except for attending classes. None of your business. Will you be happy if he can't pass the exams? It really doesn't matter to me, right? Well, what does it say? What came to my sight was a notice printed with 4 characters. Class meeting summary. Exam notice. In short, the requirements are just the same as the national entrance exam for art college, but it shall be finished within 1 day. From 9:30 to 12 is sketch. From... Hold up, I gotta do a message, y'all. There we go. From 2 to 4:30 is coloring. And the last one is a quick sketch. From 5 to 5:30. The schedule was arranged so tight. Okay. It might also be good to finish within 1 day so that we won't be too anxious. We won't take any specialized training for coloring in this semester. What about general rules for it? We practiced it yesterday, the whole day. Like this. The long-lost glasses man drew out one from those drawings beside me. What's this? So magical. Let me see. Wasn't it much exaggerated, Ash? Nothing's wrong. It's okay. On conditions that people can recognize it. As for this drawing, regardless of its scores, it's too much exaggerated. Do you know magical realism? Maybe it's a school of literature. Anyhow, I can only draw it in this way. Whatever, just do it. Well, okay for this. Wait, what do you mean? Was it good or bad? Of course it's a good one. It can even exhibit on the wall of college oil painting galleries. It's a pity it isn't an oil painting. It'd be a 0 for attending the college entrance exams. And it would be a 0 for attending the college entrance examinations. Green pushed his falling down glasses up anxiously. So radical. Don't doubt my appreciation level. Okay, come off it. Next comes the exam necessities and prohibited items. Seems nothing special. As for all the exams organized by each own school, but the regulations in some schools were really strict that the tape was also forbidden. How could one person cheat with tape in this kind of exam? Okay, I probably already got it. Tomorrow, it'll be distributed some teachers from other classes to take invigilation? Weird. And the sweat will also be rearranged again. It's better to come here earlier. And thanks to Nintendo for throwing my sleep off. What up, Antrite? And for Saturday, the day after tomorrow, it'll also take a rest like the other classes. By the way, we'll organize spring cleaning for drawing room after school. If you don't want to join, how about going back earlier today? What up, Desdar? We march as we head for the dreaded Pokemon Day. Yep, it's gonna be one of those.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
This monitor was seemingly to investigate classmates to leave early. Was that okay? And did Violet know it? What? I mean this notice. Shall Daisy and I inform her? I also need? She didn't come to school in recent days. How about going to her home directly after school to tell her? I think it not be needed. Not necessary. Yeah, that's understandable, as you're absolutely a freshman. She was prepared well for this kind of exam since childhood. Seemed like it. In retrospect, she also attended different kinds of competitions, like small art talent training classes. And besides, she'll be informed by specially assigned people. Don't bother about it. Specially assigned group of people? So, I'm leaving. Thank you, Mr. Chu. I'll drive you back. Wait me a moment. No thanks. It's okay to walk back. I'm still young. But your daughter, don't put too much pressure on her. If she can make more efforts, it's necessary for me to invite you to take the training for her. As we achieve good results, just forget about the previous mistake and pass by. I was just one afternoon absent from home. Let's just lay emphasis on the exams. That's totally different. It's no big deal for a current technique with half days absence. But it was the worst behavior to cheat me. Last. Will you still leave tomorrow by plane? Yes. Oh, and as for this recommendation, please take care. Don't worry. As long as she can get a good score, there's nothing necessary for me to recommend. So, in your view, how about the possibility? No problem. You also know, relied on her shaping abilities combined with a little conception, it's no problem for the national exams. You also know, what I worry about is just a little. Really, don't put too much pressure on her. It doesn't matter for this exam, and the pivotal was the following ones, in case. I couldn't allow this, in case I sacrifice a lot for her, and it's already developed into this degree. Too many changes are difficult to predict now. Did you know? I won't allow her to fail again. Well, I've got it. So I'm leaving firstly. Okay. Have you heard? Come quickly to see our visitor out. Okay, Father. Bear! Bear's on the TV! Ha ha! I hate these. Why are you so happy? Oh, well, Bear. Oh, that's not Bear! That's Beaver! Yo, Beaver's on the TV! I fucking love this show! God damn! I love Beaver. It's my shit. This program's too fucking funny. It's Beaver. And now back to Beaver, part of TBS. Furthermore what? It was quite a long time without eating your cooked dishes. Can't I feel happy? Oh, well. I turned over the tomato with the sauce moving out of the pan gently. You see, aren't you also happy? Maybe. After all, it's the last day. No big deal for practicing or not. Why'd you take me together to buy vegetables? Leave you as the hard labor? It was difficult for me not to take that advantage. Go to hell! It won't be so late for staying in the studio. It's cheaper for us to cook by ourselves. Besides, the supermarket was on sale. How could I have bought so many and put in the fridge in normal times? Well. You're always right. This marmot was shouting. The voice was so strange. I sighed lightly and whipped up an egg in the pan. You laughed. I won't stay up so late after the exam. What was I talking about? And I even bought so many things. It seems that I could continue to stay here for a long time. What else except fried eggs with tomatoes? Shredded pork with green peppers? I can't do the difficult one. Okay, I like it. And then fried oyster skins. No, and then the fried oyster mushroom. It isn't too much just for us to eat. Oyster mushrooms? No, bad tasting. Ugh, forget it. So picky. Fried oyster skins. What, picky? Why you force yourself to do something you don't like? Nonsense. But what's the matter? Even if they won't allow me to stay. I always felt it was really exciting for the days after the National Day. We don't know how Violet is. I had no idea either. We'd meet her tomorrow. I thought it'd be okay. You talk as if I already really wanted to see her. Besides, I've heard it many times, but it has accidents every time for the next day. Alas to you. You two should make up. She didn't offend you either. I wish my fridge was right next to my microwave and my TV. It is kind of convenient, isn't it? I mean, especially when fucking Beaver is on television. He says, looks like Sprigatito's evolving soon. Yeah. As a matter of fact, why'd I get angry with her? Reflect it on yourself. Come, let's get the dishes. Oh, okay. But I want to watch more Beaver. Beaver! I'm stuffed. Although I might be out of practice, as I didn't cook for a long time, it seemed that she didn't care as much as the second one that also had eaten up. Won't your mother blame you for not taking back the meal? Of course not. She knew I was here. She really trusts you. She trusts you more than me. Who let you always look so pitiful when you were a child? Everybody might consider you as a good boy. Go. What pitiful. That's really pitiful. As if it was like you said. Tomorrow is the exam. Yeah, right. You gotta make it. Yeah, of course. And then you gotta stay here. Okay. The district exam arc is crazy. Nothing to be worried about as I've heard the sentence. Huh? It isn't to the execution ground. Need I to hold the press conference for you all one by one? Who let you disappear during the recent days? Was it not the same with you? I didn't see you after National Day. On the one hand, I was busy with the issue of the student union. On the other hand, I also needed time to calm down. Okay, so you've calmed down? Maybe. Although I really wanted to beat you as I recalled it. Okay, let's take a fight after the exam. Count me to lose without sending you to the hospital. Shit, why are you so cruel? By the way, was Daisy together with you now? She just went back after bumming meals off. Me. I guess she didn't intend to stay here late. Are you a seal? Will you show it off for me? Wait, are you a seal? Why will you show it off to me? Show off what? It was you who asked me, okay? Besides, it's unlikely for me to be invited by Mr. Moe to take the meal at home. Alas. You're stupid. You really don't know how lucky you are. You're the stupid idiot. You're stupid. You finally won't say any stupid words like someone will take care of her after you left? As a human beings, we'll always say some stupid words after several times in our lives. This truth's appropriate to be said by you. Were you always saying stupid words? Yeah, the whole time. It just finished less than a quarter, let alone the whole lifetime. Yeah. How about you, treating her? Bullshit! Could you let it go if it were you? I have no idea. I was never discarded by a girl. You'll understand it sooner or later. That's a different sorrow compared to what you experienced. Okay. You are a senior person. Have you ever heard a unifolk song? Can I call you old driver afterwards? Shut up. Never had a happy end when talking to you. Anyhow, you must succeed, no matter the scores, for your own drawing style. Okay, I will. Thank you. Make the call later? Oh, come on. If you really want to thank me, say more nice words for me towards her. My lord, I can't. Screw you! So, have you contacted Violet? I made a call to her around 8 or 9 o'clock, but nobody answered. And then I sent a message for encouragement. That's all. Oh, didn't Daisy call her? I don't know. It's inappropriate for me to ask where they are at odds. So I need to remind you that they must have quarreled because of certain reasons? Yeah, the old driver was right. But now I have no energy to take care of it. Just leave it until the exam is finished. What? Old driver? Save it. Let's do it after the exam. Take a rest early. Don't be late tomorrow. Okay. Green and Ash really are good friends. Despite all the shit that's happened. Still no response. Sleep. Tomorrow's the exam. I need good sleep. To be energetic. Come on, tomorrow's exam. Haven't seen you in a few days. Is everything okay? A little sleepless. I don't know what tomorrow will be like. But I'll do my best. How are things going? Will you try your best? Fine with Green and Daisy helping. Lucian as well. But the most helpful one, I'll have to say it's Hey? Is that Violet? Didn't you keep my phone number? No, I mean... Excuse me, is Ash in? This is Ash. Are you okay in practicing now? Of course. No, the teacher who taught me quit her job on halfway. You can learn by yourself? Well, that's it. So, I have no idea about my test scores. Really? Yeah. First place or second one, I have no idea. Are you kidding again? Hey, not likely. Yes, there's a lot of skills I've not taught you yet. I don't mean that. I mean, Violet's the owner of first place. Apple polishing. Of course, I should do it to my teacher, or you wouldn't commend me. Teacher, you're the master of these things. I have to, because my parents often give me money to present to my teachers. Really? We're similar in this point. Although with slight differences. What'd you say? Nothing. Does Daisy exercise with you seriously? Exercising? Well, almost. Glad to hear that. I prefer exercise by myself, a little quieter. Come on, with a girl accompanying you, you should be happy. Green told me so just now. Ash will be the enemy of all the classmates in this way. I have been. Have you? You and me are enemies of the bludgers in our class. After all, we contracted enemies with healers of Mahone Lee. Exactly. But it's okay recently. You're not in the school, and I exercised in the painting room. They're all so boring to scold us with snapshotted pictures. So let them go. As long as we... Ash. I have a clear conscience. Huh? Ash? What? I just wanted to call your name. Hmm? Wait, what do you mean? We have no appointment, but we've seen having some trouble, so prescribe us some ointment on the double to protect us all from chafing and itching. It might finally stop all of Jesse's complaining. Ah, it's a joke. Didn't you want to call somebody's name before? Well, yeah. So, I just wanted to do that. As you like. Ash. 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 What is happening? You always respect me and trust me and encouraged me. Hello, Violet. What are you talking about? It's a bad line. You keep protecting me and never doubted me. Hello, what are you saying? Oh, she's crying. If it's possible. If it's possible. If it's possible. Violet? Hello? Hello? I really want to keep staying here. With you. The exams are here, y'all. Oh, shit! Oh, man. Let's go! It's raining. Oh, man. Oh, girl. Oh, no. Have you prepared your pencil and pigment? Is your pencil lead okay? And your pigment kept from the water? You've asked that like 3 times. She's concerned about you. It's the 4th time for keeping pigment from the water. By the way, shall we prepare for some spring water? Are you okay without breakfast? How many times? The 3rd time, but I'm asking for the 4th time now. Are you okay without breakfast? There's some steamed bread in the dining hall. Will you all shut up? But we may probably be influenced by the heavy rain today. I'm not a piece of iron sheet afraid of rainwater. Is Daisy okay? There'll be a thunderstorm this afternoon. Eh? At what time? Will it be large thunder noises? Of course there'll be. There's an orange alert about the thunderstorms and rain within 3 hours. There's 1 or 2 thunderstorm rains here every year. Haven't you got the message on your phone? Why today? I have a stomach ache. I'll have to ask for a sick leave. I want to go home now. You can't leave from school now. Ah! See, you're caught in all your troubles. Is that Violet? Really? It's her. Who's the old man beside her? You should have seen him. He's the teacher of the fine arts class, Mr. Chu. Oh, I remember him now. Are they always coming to school together? Of course not. They meet at the school gate. Oh, yeah. Violet, we haven't seen your ass in 3 days, girl! I waved my hand at Violet to say hello to her. She nods slightly to me with a smile, followed by the face and impatient expression of Mr. Chu beside her. So disappointing. I have no idea about preparatory work for the exam, and if she wins a good place in the district, the school must commend her. Well, get busy then. It's inevitable in virtue of her skill. Exactly. Stop talking about others. Are you ready? Of course. Unprecedentedly, I show my strong, musculous bicep bronchi by raising my fist. Although my gesture is irrelevant to this exam. Keep pretending. You better make me trust you. Just trust him. It's the first time for me to see him practicing in an exam relievedly in a year. I was worried before. Yeah, the painful your expression was painful the higher your score got. At that time you won 5th place of our grade. You showed an expression as if Daisy was killed right in front of I'll kill you right in front of him right now!
Oh!
Ugh. Hey, it's Miss Ding! I haven't voiced you in a bit. I gotta remember what you sound like. There's 10 minutes left. Hurry up and change to your seats. You're required to keep quiet and not leave from the examination room during the exam later. You can go to the bathroom now. Although I'm not your invigilation teacher, if I'm told that any of you do not obey the rules, please hand in 10 sketches at the end of the weekend. "10 minutes to 9 o'clock. Although I was a little nervous when I sat in the painting room just now, I was also relaxed. We're ordered to change our seats, and I have no desk mate this time. That girl is sitting on the seat 10 steps away from me in a similar way she always does. It seems that she's in good condition. What am I thinking about in terms of painting? Violet's always the best. Well, hurry up. There's only 8 minutes left. Go to the bathroom and adjust the light. Hurry up. At the other side of the painting room, several bludgeoners led by Mahone Lee take up the other 3 seats as they do during the class as usual. Maybe they're just getting together by chance, or they didn't want to make seat changes. Unexpectedly, Mahone Lee shows in the examination room, which is really a new thing. At the time I look over the seat of Lucian, he gives me a thumbs up as if he knew I'd look at him. It's so obvious and artificial. By thinking so, I return to him a finger thumbs up too. Although, not the same finger. 5 minutes left. Well, all of you should be in your seats now. There's still 5 minutes left. The thing I'm worried, annoyed, nervous, and scared for long is finally coming. I said and did something wrong for this exam. But luckily, it's been smooth so far. The 2 boys and the 2 girls are always standing by me and recognizing me, helping me. Although there's some things I couldn't figure out, including that gray troubled mess. And I may fail in this exam, or I may be defeated by their deterrence. 3 minutes left. Sit in your seats now. But I'm not worried about them now. Because I don't want to regret one day. But what's wrong with you? It's almost time for the exam. Nothing. I just stood up to move muscles. Keep order. Sit down now. Come on. At the time we exchanged our eye contact, I know she hears that. Good. It's good that you finished the exams. Oh, I'm coming. Hey, where have you been? You're totally wet. Besides, do not put your umbrella next to the pile of printing paper. Stop talking. Take it for me. Are we in the student union room, Vice Chairman? You're making a political mistake? Public and private interests are separate, okay? The student union is for public. For the public! Are you okay? Give it to me. No thanks. Hearing this, I take back my hands. Before that, I stood up and intended to stretch out my hands to Daisy before Violet. Don't listen to Green, not very heavy. Really? I carried the heavy things, and you only held up the umbrellas. Oh, really? Why don't you wear a skirt and hold up an umbrella in a gale? She meant in the wind. Regardless of the umbrella, it's an interesting picture that Green was wearing a skirt. All right, in a word. Congratulations to Violet and Ash. They both, well, actually don't know if they passed the exam of districts. Why don't you say we survived it, though? Thanks. So, you called us together after school for this? Small cake seems delicious. Where'd you buy it? The Western Cake House in the Commercial Street. Violet, try them. They're delicious. Ah. Thanks. Not at all. Ash, take some. Take it easy. You try this first. The oven fresh chocolate biscuits. A lot of people waited to buy them. They must be delicious. Oh, thanks. So I have a bag of coffee chocolate biscuits instantly. The food in that house is expensive. Never mind, for Daisy. No, for all of you. Forget it. Shall we forget money right now, guys? I see. Hey, I paid half of them. My family is not as rich as Mr. Mo. I take one piece of it and put it in my mouth, biting a half. It's good. The biscuits in the bag are still as hot as the night with heavy rain. They're all oven fresh. I knew you'd like them. Violet. I put them here. Take some, Violet. Thank you, Daisy. It's nothing. They're clearing up their conflicts. After all, we passed the joint exams of the district and the special training. Nothing can give a rise to conflict between them now. But the teachers collected the exam paper so fast. I would like to see your paintings. Yeah. The two teachers collected the exam paper so fast as the two dust collectors. I'm afraid they might tear down some of the exam papers. Oh, come on. Only several students stayed until the end of the exam. We paid too much attention to the exam, and the other students took it so easy. So, did the exams of culture course? But it's embarrassing to hand the exam papers ahead of schedule. So you prefer to sleep on the schedule half of the exam instead of finishing the last big questions? Because I don't know the answers. So sweet. I don't know fucking answers. But the chocolate should be sweet. Hi, friends. And we're headed back to classroom for self-study class. The teacher should finish the school a little earlier in such a rainy day. It's dangerous to go home this late. Maybe somewhere's flooded. Be careful on your way home. Or I'll wait for you all and we can go home together. I'm anxious for your safety. Just send her home. I just said it once. You said that before. I don't want to recall the picture that someday I was being nagged for beside me this morning. I'll fulfill the task to send comrade Daisy back home for the victory. For China! I'll handle this. That hurts!
Oh!
Oh. You died for your country here then? Well, we're getting back to the classroom. Look out on your way home. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Finished. Right, finished. I'm leaving now. Be careful on your way home. By the way, you two have not walked home for a long time. What do you mean? Nothing. I have to pick up Sunny. Such heavy rain. I miss Sunny. We haven't seen her all season. It's pissing me off, bro. This guy really is. But it's not strange. My heart, closely tied up with the exams, could not be relaxed until just now. Coupled with heavy rain and a whole day, anybody could feel tired. Let's go. I'll send you home. I told you before. Thank you, but you don't have to. There's heavy rain outside. Just go straight home. She requested me to do so just because of the heavy rain. I can go home by myself. Let's go home. I'll send you there. If you don't want to talk, I can keep quiet. Yeah, I feel like this is about to be a depressing walk home. Finished. It's dark outside before 6 o'clock because of the heavy rain. Slightly lowering her head, Violet's hidden under the black umbrella held up by me. We're pacing while avoiding puddles. There's only a dense mist in the visual field, coupled with black clouds and fierce winds. It's so much colder than yesterday. It seems that it's like late autumn, although it was a midsummer's yesterday. Yeah. After only a night, we're separated from each other. I want to call your name. She called me first. She called me first after 4 days of separation. Her ambiguous and vague tone kept running helter-skelter in my mind. Helter-skelter in my mind. I didn't leave such an obvious feeling before because I was anxious about the exams. So after the end of the exams, I felt my mouth parched and my tongue scorched in such a dank day. I want to talk. I want to talk to her. I want to show my thanks to her. I want to ask her. I want to show concern about her as usual. But it's strange that I can't say anything. Besides, she said nothing to me so far. It's not a long time. Just half a month. When we walked side by side, I have a totally different feeling. As if I can never get back the quiet between us. I'm flustered. As if I've forgotten something important. The birthday gifts, how about that? Because it's finished? At that moment, I drew such a conclusion because of the words in my brain, my right hand holding up the umbrella as it trembles. It's finished. The joint exams of the districts is finished. The special training's finished. The unregretful effort, it's finished. The biggest stumbling block for me has been kicked down from the cliff. Finally. It's finished. Followed by what? Existence or farewell? Freedom or fettering? My belief, which actually fragile but supports me up till now, as well as the people who supported me till to this day, will they and I be finished? What a shame. I just thought about it, but my head hurts badly. Unexpectedly, after the things annoying me is finished, I feel panicked again. It's familiar and bitter, but it's fairly sweet too. It seems like a cup of vanilla latte. Be careful. What's wrong with you? A puddle. The puddle heads off in my way, to be exact. I can avoid from it as long as I move aside 2 or 3 steps. Nothing. I'm just a little tired. This way. But I don't. I would have set my feet in the puddle if she didn't pulled my arm. My shoes would have been full of dirt and water, which is uncomfortable. Maybe she pulled into the puddle too, and both of us would have been uncomfortable. I feel nothing uncomfortable even though my shoes were full of sand when I played in the sand pits as a little child. Then how could I know Violet and be uncomfortable if we set our feet in the puddle? Am I a hair splitter? Am I deceive myself as well as others who acquire a pleasant sensation from the self-doubt process? My brain is in a mess by recalling everything as a such moment. Is that because of the imagination? Thanks. Then I'm leaving. See you tomorrow. Ash. Hey, it's Mr. Mo. What's wrong with you, girl? You're totally wet. I'm okay. Get home early today. You finally finished your exams. Didn't that guy come home together with you? Is the hot water ready? I want to take a shower. The hot water's ready. You can take a shower now. You really come home by yourself directly? Yeah, any problem? It just feels strange. You worked so hard during the past couple of weeks for the exams today. Why don't you have dinner together for a celebration? Or why'd you come home alone in such a rainy day? Who knows? Hey, don't put your wet clothes on the sofa. You want me to be beaten by your mother again? It's flooded outside. Oh. If it keeps raining, he could get home later. If it keeps raining for 2 days and nights. Besides, the midterm exams is coming. I have to review my work for today. Oh, then I'll tell your mother not to interrupt you. Thank you. You're welcome. You can come to him later if you're worried about him. No. Oh, then you decided by yourself. Come to me if you need my help, including beating him. I see. Thank you, Dad. Oh. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday, y'all! It must have rained for a whole night. It's still raining? Damn! But I'm not sure. I judged so because of the heavy rain outside when I woke up. Damn, it's been raining for like 24 hours? It's flooded. This way, watch out. Hey! We passed the puddle. It's flooded everywhere. It's so annoying. After all, this community was constructed about 20 years ago. Thanks. Nothing. You can pass it without my help. I let Daisy's hand go and she held up her own umbrella under mine. Looking back at the last puddle she jumped over and under, leading just now. It seemed as deep as my lower leg. How can we get home? We can swim home if it's deep as few years ago. I'm depressed, even though it's Friday. Right. How about asking for a leave? We can tell our teachers that the home is flooded, and we can play games at my house. Don't abet a person who's closely noticed by the teacher to do so. It's dangerous. You're right. You'll be caught up in big trouble if the teacher calls your parents. Hurry up. Let's go to school. Let's go. You look more depressed than me today. I'm more depressed than you every day. Especially today. Really? Alas, after it's such an annoying rainy day, I can understand you. Maybe she's right. It's because of the weather, probably. Today, will Violet come to school? I don't know. Then nobody will have. Lucian may know. Lucian may know it, because he knows everything in my mind. But I don't want to ask him because maybe I don't trust him very much. It's a boring, contradictory thing with no reason or evidence. She's so self-willed. What did she do to you? The box lunch, I mean. I've always prepared her meals, but she's often absent. What a pity. Oh. Well, yeah. By the way, Daisy and Violet have not had such a big conflict as now since they got acquainted with each other. I don't know how they could quarrel, in my opinion, because Violet intended to hide the things of those bludgers. But I didn't realize that this was not a true reason until yesterday night. Besides, as for them, the reason was insignificant since the first day. Ah! What's wrong with you? I asked Daisy by pointing the glazed boy student. The heavy rain outside is so annoying, I don't want to hear thunders here. Our class advisory is crazy. She changed the seat today. Changed the seat? Mutual help or something like that. She said the seats would be changed every 2 months. Mutual help? A student with high academic scores and a student with low academic scores. He's the first student who's changed his seat. Green seems to have very good academic scores. First place in our class. You and Daisy are desk mates, right? But I don't think that girl has good academic scores. That's an ironclad proof for the uselessness of the mutual help policy. He cannot share a desk with a girl he likes, but it's that serious. Is it that serious? Then where's his seat now? Yeah, where? His seat is changed next to a boy student now. Xiao Zhang, you know him. Xiao Zhang? Unbelievable! I remember, he's in class 7. He's a kind guy with unfavorable academic scores, though. And some tendencies like that. Tendencies? Like what? He likes boys. Wait. A boy who likes boys. Yeah, exactly. Are there really such boys? Yes, there's homosexuals, Violet. God damn it. Why did he touch my leg there? If there aren't, I've had enough. I gotta tell the class advisor. Oh. I picked up a piece of braised pork and brown sauce cooked by Mr. Moe and delivered it into my mouth. In addition, he asked me questions like that. What questions? Daisy and Violet tasted the delicious food peacefully. They picked up food on each other's occasion while making fun of the unlucky Green. I saw a similar scene very long ago. I don't want to repeat it. He asked Green what Green wanted. He asked Green that what did Green want to act? The 0 or the 1? What does the 0 or the 1 mean? But I'm glad that they can return back to the conditions in the past, as if they were preparing for a sports meeting. They were nervous and happy, and they could face each other calmly. That's good. Violet, you know nothing about it, don't you? I'm sorry, but I have no idea. Stop talking about it! There's other classmates here! Get closer, Violet. I'll explain it to you. Uh-huh. Then, what's the problem? Oh! Got it? Give me a break! I tried my best, but couldn't figure it out. What the strange sensation is from. This is neither the first time for such a heavy rain, nor the first time for the seed of grain has changed far away from Daisy. It must not be superficial and obvious reason. Yo, it's rare for you to have an aesthetic mood to appreciate the rainy scene. What's wrong with you? Nothing. I just didn't want to talk to you. Don't want to talk to me like that? It's finished. As if he's simulating me, he leans on the wall with his waist raised and his head to the height of the handrail. We could see nothing else but the continuous rainwater. By the way, our exam papers have been delivered to the district. I'd like to see the works of you and Violet learn from you two. Stop apple polishing. We can know our scores at least 1 week later. We'll have the midterm exam followed by the final exam. And there's the joint exams of the districts of next year, and as well as the midterm exam of the grade 3. Finally, we'll have the final exam of grade 3. No, the college entrance exam. Endless exams, right? What do you want to say? These are what students are ordered to do. We're told that we're learning knowledge and skill, but actually, we're only evaluated by others. We learn knowledge in order to be evaluated by others, and we learn skills in order to be compared with others. We have no idea about what we acquired finally, needless to say, what we want. Students in all countries are just the same. It's dangerous for you to speak of this here. Am I wrong? Aren't we the product of exam-oriented education? Nonsense. Seeing somebody is also disconsolate after the exams, I couldn't stop sighing with emotions. Then you better note it down, your emotions, at any time. It's helpful for your memoirs when you become a master in the future. Thank you for your lucky words. I mean, somebody. Not only you. What do you mean? Who knows? Not only me. Does he also refer to her? Lass. To a certain extent, you two are similar to each other. Leaving behind his words, he walks to the painting room without saying goodbye. I don't know him well. Right. I don't know you very well lately. Hand in the homework and then class is over. Excuse me, listen to me carefully. The rain is heavy now. Everyone should get home as soon as possible. Do not stay in the school. There may be traffic accidents in the bad weather after it gets dark. Besides, our city fails to have good flood prevention methods in these recent years, so you may be caught in school if it were somewhere flooded. Are we clear? Your self-study class is also canceled? It's raining heavily outside. We're noticed that the self-study class is canceled. Well then, let's go home together today? Okay. I want to go to the commercial streets and buy some small cakes together, if it doesn't rain. It's impossible if it doesn't rain. You're right. It's raining now, Daisy. What the fuck? Then I'll get home this way. Watch out on your way. The winds and the heavy rain. See ya. See you next Monday. Oh, have a leisure weekend. Especially Ash. You worked so hard recently. Thanks. But he recovered so fast. He was so depressed at noon. As for the weekend, Zhao Zhang will come to your home for extra tutoring, right? Really? Why are you all red-faced when hearing this? As for the test arranged by the crazy class advisory casually, how could I not prepare for it? I have 2 mobile phone cards. As long as I don't use that card, Zhao Zhang will never call me by that phone. Besides, he doesn't know my home address, especially in such a rainy day. How could I be captured with so many advantages? But he asked you about your home address during the break just now, and I told him. And then he investigated in your mobile phone model and knew you had 2 cards and asked for the other phone number, and I told him. What the hell? Nani? Yeah. He may have your phone number. He called in front of me. And your mother answered it. Your mother seemed to agree. She had asked where he'd like to eat for lunch. I seem to hear something broken. Thigh bone? Lumbar disc? No, not bones. It seemed more like a viscera. What's wrong with you, Green? Green? He's dead.
What the hell? Are you in good hands?
Yes, he's dead. Happy weekend. Will you ever play Danganronpa on stream one day? Maybe. You may be crashed by a car if you act like that. That's good. Don't say that. Be careful on the way. He'll be okay. It's better to say that he'd erect the flag he could ever be crashed by a car. It sounds right. Then I'll go this way. Oh. We three finally arrived at the second turning. We laughed and talked on the way, only on a tragedy of green. Well, I'm going home. Happy weekend, you two. Eh? What's wrong? You two are on the same way. I should go this way by myself. What are you talking about? He should send you home as usual. Right, bastard? What does she mean, as usual? Only once yesterday. And I didn't even like that atmosphere. I can go home myself. It's nothing but light rain. Who's almost blown over by the wind during our way to school this morning? Why don't you have a stable center of gravity with such a plump breast? I didn't like the way you explained that. Wait, this morning? Did we meet Violet this morning? Although I was depressed this morning, if I met her, I could recognize her at first sight. She was dozens of steps ahead of us, although only for a while. You recognized the wrong person. Maybe you're right. Or maybe you're right. Or the one who recognized at first sight was me. Anyway, you send her home. At least you can hold up her umbrella. It's okay. I'll get home soon. Stop being womanishly fussy. After all, we've passed the exams. I'm going home. Hey. What? Daisy turned her head around. She shows a smile more natural than ever before. Nothing. Be careful on your way. I hear unceasing pitter-patters. The other girl standing next to me shows no opinion on the proposal of Daisy. It's all right. Send her home, or you'll be caught in big trouble. What do I want to explore from Daisy's smile when she looked back just now? What on earth do I want to confirm? Without differences on the same time yesterday, we pieced on the path we had walked through many times. As for the differences, there was actually a big difference that she closed her umbrella and hid under mine while she walked next to me. In fact, it's here. You can just go back home. You may catch up with her if she walks away slowly. The other difference is that she was talking to me now. She may have returned home at that moment. She often walks very fast if she goes home alone. Oh. Besides, she had no chance to hold my wrist today because I avoided all puddles on the way. By the way, the small cakes yesterday were delicious. Right. Someday, we three can buy some again. She seemed to like the chocolate biscuits. Okay. While avoiding the puddles underfoot, I found something. Violet. Yeah? The exam is finished. Yes. We three kept sounding out one another. Shouldn't we be happy? You and I tried our best, haven't we? We tried exploring the thought of each other so as to understand and feel. Then, we proved our judgments by confirming our mutual thoughts. The exam's finished, so is the special training. We finished all the things, right? But why? Why do I feel so depressed now? I asked with a voice a little higher than pitter-patters. I didn't deny myself, however, I couldn't trust myself totally. Isn't that as long as I do what I want, everything will be okay, right? Isn't that as long as I'm honest to myself and I do what I want, I'd be unrestrained? I don't know where Violet is looking at or if she hears my mumbles. But how could I feel so many regretful things? But the girl who stared at the misty rain beside me in the heavy rain replied nothing to me. Violet, you have the same feelings, don't you? My heart is in suspense, then it drops. It repeats several times. Every time I feel about the cold sweat and the rainwater, which makes it colder. Violet! Make it up with Daisy, and then we three can paint together again. You're worried about those bludgers, are you? Then tell her the thing she doesn't know, and then we'll solve it together, okay? Will you want we three to be best friends? Wouldn't you want to see my paintings? All these things, we can do them now. And this way, we finish all the things we want to do. Even though we may encounter some difficulties, we'll handle them. And this way, let's walk together without regret. Okay? Tell me that's it. The best way. Can't you? After finished saying those in one breath, I could hear nothing but my voice breathing. However, some time later, except for the cheap and depressing severity in breathing, as well as the sounds of increasing heavy rain, the response I'm looking forward to, even though I'm not confirmed, mood, or a negative one. No, even though the non-committal, casual provocation was not showing. Here we are. We kept silent until we got to the places we always separated with each other. The girl beside me held up the black umbrella and stepped gently, with the same movement as yesterday. I have one last question. You're not busy later, are you? What do you mean? Right. We three are always sounding out between one another. We try exploring, understanding feelings and the ideas of one another. You seemed very busy before. You kept away when me and Mr. Chu was around. You always prepared your school bag and rushed out from after the school bell. Besides, it was more and more difficult to see you going for school this morning. In that condition, is there any slight inconsistency with my own judgment? I'll be upset immediately. Every time I wanted to invite you or just contact you, I couldn't. Finally, you called me, but said something so strange to me. All these things happened after that time we were in the coffee shop, right? You think too much. So every time we three wanted to lie, naturally the other two were hurt. Maybe I think too much after all. I guess them without evidence, but I know I'm feeling well. After the end of that joint exam of the districts, I always believed her and you, no matter yesterday or today, we three would certainly get back to the condition that we were in the past. Since we're not busy now, I want to change the date of that invitation to tomorrow. Saturday. We don't need to go to school on this Saturday, which is written in the exam notice. The invitation. In case it rains heavily on that day, we can change it to Sunday. Anyway, I'll wait for you at... No, both Daisy and I'll wait for you. Regretful. Right. Regretful as the biggest one after Nation Day. Such lies and hurts are often the answers we want to hear, explore, and confirm. I see. See you tomorrow. I couldn't help but trembling my finger when I realized it just now, as well as my fragile heart. It's so late. Well then, I'll go here by myself. I can't pass the puddles without him. And it'll be anything different if he's there. After all, she's better than me. Before I calmed down from the cheap and temporary excitement just now, I found that our community was flooded. It's so cold. I run home, roll and crawl. No, I could describe myself as swimming just now. The community had drainage. The community had a bad drainage system for many years. The property fees are so expensive, even though the infrastructure has been good in the community since the 1990s. I threw my bloated and muddy clothes and shoes and socks to the ground. I feel dizzy. I could catch a cold if I don't shower right now. What about Daisy on her way home? Is that girl swimming home too? I took out my phone from my school bag with the special protective measures, in case she's not arrived home. By the way, I didn't close my bedroom gate after I got out. Then why is the bedroom gate closed? Besides, I didn't turn on the light. But why was the light on? Someone's in the house. Then the ringtones in my ears. Why is it so familiar? And so comfortable? Uh-huh. Ah! Hmm? Ah! Ah! Oh, damn, okay. Post-shower Daisy, let's talk about her. You Lovelace! Hooligan! What? The girl next door with the long-sleeved shirt and the slippers in my house, who's crouching on my sofa and holding back the cushions of my home, keeps scolding me, the host of the home. There must be something wrong. Hey, I need this camera to stop sinking. You put on your clothes now. I've done it. How can you wander around in your own home with only your short trousers? Can't I? I just taken a shower and this is my home. Huh? But I'm here now. Aren't you ashamed? Why should I be ashamed to a guy who invaded to a girl who invaded in my residence and used my bathroom and robbed my clothes illegally? Why are you wearing my stuff like this? Because I had no choice. I didn't do anything. I just entered your home through the window and then took a shower in the water heater, then used your washing machine. What else? What do you mean, what else? What are you wearing right now? Your clothes! How could you answer in such a righteous tone? Because you sent Violet home. I expected to hear the excuse that I have no clothes to change into. And then why are you standing in the living room with your naked body? Or weren't you accustomed to showing your naked body? I may have misjudged you. I have thought of forgiving her just now. I planned to call you as soon as I got home. Is there anything wrong with that? I'm naked in my home? And I almost swam home. See, I'm totally wet. See what? What do you want me to see? I want to go home, you hooligan. Go ahead. Of course, I would have if I can. Then I don't need to wear your clothes. Then take them off now. You hooligan. Catching an impact from the back cushion on my face, I was so painful and sparks flied before my eyes.
Oh!
She threw out too much power on that sponge product just to spirit like a thrown Spartan. So your home's been flooded? Yeah, I can't walk out at all. Yeah. I can't walk out at all. Your mom's worried about how to get to work tomorrow. It's alright, your mom's worried about how to get to work tomorrow. There we go. Mr. Moe's voice is a little more tired, because he's a dad. Take it easy. Daisy can stay at your house overnight, if she can't get home tonight. You're kidding me, which cuts short your normal lifespan. Curse me, I'll beat you. In short, I'll send her home as long as the floods reflux. Oh, you decided it by yourself? But I want to remind you that it's impossible for you to get to my home within 6 or 7 hours, even though that rain turns light. Besides, there's several cars broken down blocking the crossroads, and the property management workers have called for the trailers. My daughter can never swim home even though she's thrown there. Beaver's on, guys! Fucking beaver! It's the first time for me too, hear the words of the parents to throw her daughter into the water. It's only a metaphor. Are you lagging behind on your IQ or improving your EQ? Oh, there's Daisy. I'm gonna need her to put on some clothes post haste. I'm telling the truth, right? Not telling lies. The girl sitting on the sofa was taking the remote of the television with her right hand and changing the channel casually to the show Beavers. It's my jam. Love that show. The rain may have kept the whole night. I guess it's difficult for us to walk out tomorrow. Really? I should have made you be sent home by Green. He'd be embarrassed if he got too close to him. If I got too close to him. Really? Of course. Unexpectedly, you take care of your thoughts of others. Then, did you do it? His seat was changed? No, I don't like to exercise one's wit for personal gain. You alright? I cannot help. How can I? Playing a dirty trick here. Huh? Nothing. Oh, they changed Beaver to the fucking news. I don't care about the news. I want to see Beaver. What do you want to do to have this evening? What do you want to do this evening? I don't know. I'm not hungry now. Well, take a cup of black iced tea. No thanks. Oh? I leaned on the sofa and stared at the television. She kept changing channels. What are you doing there? Then the silence was finished within 10 seconds as usual. Can't I stand in my own home? Sit here. Oh, Daisy, I know what she's doing. I think she set this whole thing up. Yeah, Daisy set this whole thing up. She's trying to spend the night with Ash. She even told her father to just be like, yeah, the house is flooded. She can't get home. Yeah, no, it's bullshit. She's trying to get it in right now. She's trying to get it in. Yeah, Daisy's trying to get hers right now. Some bullshit. Yep. I see the desperation. Daisy made a signal with the lips vacancy on the sofa and continued to stare at the television program. I sighed slightly and sit next to her comfortably. That's more like it. What else orders do you have? No, you just sit here. More than 40 episodes of television played have more than 40 episodes of the television play have been played. The television play was the first play from 5 or 6 years ago. It had been rebroadcast many times. We could have been watching Beaver, but no. My classmates discussed about it. Is it interesting? I just saw 1 or 2 episodes after they left. I didn't see it later. What's the story about? I don't know. I see the leading lady go to the father to ask for living expenses, and her father beats her because of the stepmother who plays a dirty trick. Oh. They're the same. My parents are not divorced yet. Anyway, I'm not interested in such television plays. You should read more cultural and artworks if you want to be a painter. I didn't say that. You should become a painter. With your talent, you can certainly make an increasing achievement as a painter. But I can only sit next to you and appreciate your works. It's not likely that we can draw pictures together. After all, you're so professional, right? She shot a glance at my bedroom in a casual way. Are the sketching easels and the drawing board I bought during the summer and the holiday in that room, as well as the toolkit I've just cleared up, different from in the past, we two? We can't do the same things. We could do it together when we were little children, drawing pictures together, playing games together, or playing in the sand together. We can do those things as long as we want to, right? No, we can't. I want it to stop raining. Can I? I want it to stop thundering. Can I? I want you to stay with me. Can I? You see, I can't. I can't do anything now. I just stared at Daisy with a smile who said something making me breathless. I have no idea about how to reply to her, and now I'm speechless. I feel I can only trouble you. I can neither teach you painting like Violet, nor make you happy like Green. I'm always refusing, willfully. Please make friends with me. Please forgive me. Please stay with me. Please, let me protect you. I feel myself beggars sitting on the roadsides like this. I could do nothing but sit next to her and lean back on the sofa, staring at the picture in the television composed by Tricolour, like the story, kinescopes. Maybe all of you have been disliking me for a long time. I refused Green, I quarreled with Violet, and I hurt you. But I can't do anything by myself. Even though a small puddle in the community, I can't pass it by myself. Daisy, I've hurt you before, and I kept troubling you. Besides, I can't help a little. I increasingly feel I'm not qualified to make you stay. I'm so tired. Would you like to go to sleep early? No. Just sit here. You should sit here and accompany me too, even if I go to sleep. Why? I don't know why. Why I put my hand on the head of Daisy as what I had done in the painting room that day. I told you, it's too difficult to comb. I don't think so. Nobody will dislike you. You know it. You know everything. I don't know how to explain it. Anyhow, I don't think so. Besides, even if everybody dislikes you, I'd never do like them. There were ice-cold waters longing her hair. Although my palms were warm, I could not deliver my warmth to her at this moment. Unbelievably, you can comfort others now. Violet taught you that, right? Why do you get her involved in everything? Wait, why do you get her involved in everything? Because you're only concerned about her. No, I'm not. You participated in the three-legged race for her. As long as you mentioned the birthday, you talked about to her too. You told me nothing before, just for her, right? You think too much. If that's not Violet, but an ordinary male friend, I would do that too. We three really keep sounding out one another. But I can understand you. After all, she's not the only one who can help you exercise. It's normal for you to treat her well. Listen to me. And at the same time we're sounding out to one another, we expose our own thoughts. Besides, she's very cute and gentle with a good figure. After all, I'm like a beggar who can only trouble you. I'll satisfy with a little food I beg from you every day. The lies exposed from the loophole cannot be hindered by childish means such as pinky promises. Right? Finally, her small head touched her knee with a slight sound, but I could only do nothing but keep gently stroking her wet head with my hand. You really decided it by yourself, you guy. What do you want, Uncle Mo? Nothing. Just sigh with emotions. After all, the water can't be discharged just very soon. My daughter can stay with you overnight in your home. Oh. Well, listen to me. Huh? You all are ages 16 and 17. The young people in the foreign countries at your age know adult things well. However, nobody teaches you anything about that. Stop! I know what you mean, but I don't want to do so. Just in case, I remind you that it's tough to live in a wheelchair for 5 minutes happy time. By the way, I know orthopedics department in Germany with extremely excellent medical skills. I'm not thinking about that. Good. Mr. Mo? Huh? Thank you for looking after me so well before. What are you talking about? We have a long way to go in the future. It's very late now. That girl's tired. I'm not sure. It may be because of my words. I carried her to bed and covered her with my blanket and saw her getting asleep. I'm fairly tired as well. By the way, the mud left in my desk in my bedroom by her muddy shoes, as well as the messy changing of clothes in the washing machine, because of her arbitrary operations, are very difficult to clear. But I have not slept for way too long. The sofa in my home is ancient and is not long enough for a double-seated sofa. The soft part only is only at my hip. So I have no choice but to stretch my legs and feet to the handrail to sleep with such a crouched body. On the evening of Friday, all the channels broadcast TV plays, all of them talking about life and reality, and giving rise to repeat conflicts between different characters with 3-stop rhythms. Compared with the adults, we have fairly less things to concern about as teenagers. But why are we so distressed? Finally, we lived through the joint exams of the district. Although the scores have not been published, we've revived our courage and rushed across the difficulty. How can the calmness, happiness, relaxation, and joy we've mentioned before are not felt in tiny traces? Why are all of us still distressed? I'm so sleepy. I better go to sleep now. Tomorrow's Saturday. We don't have school. I gotta take a good sleep. I'm surrounded by the smell of ash. Smelly. You don't know how to comfort others. The same as me. I feel like this is a saving point. Yeah, I feel like this is a saving point. This feels like a saving point. Yeah, this feels like a saving point. Final Fantasy VII mid-make is calling my name, is what Zachary just said. Wait a minute, hold on. Part of me feels like this is a save point, and part of me feels like something else is going on here. No, the next day started. We're good. It's in the morning. So yeah, this is a save point. All right, this is weird. Normally, seasons are 3 episodes long. This is the one season that's 4 episodes long. I feel like what's going to happen is that like midway through the hour, we're going to wind up on the second half. And that's going to throw me off because then that means I'm going to be done with the episode early. If I'm done with it early, I might do like a dual stream. Like stream this and then something else behind it. Something short and fun. But with that being said, let's go ahead and go back to the main menu. All right, y'all.